How's she going, boys? Mike here. Welcome back to Grampie's workshop. Well, today's video is a maintenance video on my tractor. We're going to change the fuel filter. But just I want to make a little clarification. I made this video last fall during hunting season, and you'll notice in the video I have my hunter orange jacket on. In the fall of the year around the camp here when hunting season's underway, I like to wear the hunter orange just to be safe because we're kind of in the woods here. And you know, better to be safe than sorry. So anyways, have a look at how we change the fuel filter on my Massey Ferguson GC2300. Alright, here we are under the tractor again. Here's our fuel filter, and I can see in the bottom, I don't know how well you can see it in the camera, but there's sediment in there. No doubt there's some water in the bottom of that too. So we're going to change that filter. First thing we're going to do is shut the fuel off here. Okay, so we have our fuel shut off, just to review, and then we have to loosen this ring here. So we just loosen this locking ring. And that comes right off. And then when we pull this down, we're going to drop some fuel, so I have a tray underneath to catch the fuel. Uh-oh. I say uh-oh because I dropped the O-ring, and there's still oil in my drip pan. Anyway, I'm going to climb up out of here now, and I just want to show you what's in the bottom of this bowl. I want to just show you what's in the bottom. You can see it there, but we're going to take a closer look. Okay, here at the bench, there's the filter. Doesn't look too bad, but let's just compare it with a clean one. So there's a clean one. It's a lot pinker, but I mean they're just going to change color just when the fuel gets on it. So you know, is this dirty or isn't it? Well, it's been there for a year or more. I think it's time to change it. And fuel filters, well, they cost a little bit, but things you have to watch out for in a diesel are contaminants inside the engine. So you want to make sure your air cleaner is clean and working well to keep dirt out of the engine, out of the combustion chambers. And your fuel filter has to be clean too, because you know, in a diesel, it's injection. You inject the fuel into the cylinder, and any kind of like crud or sediment or whatnot get in your tank. And it would get into the fuel system and then maybe block up the injector, and then, well, you wouldn't be firing on all cylinders, as they say. So anyways, we have a new filter, going to put it in. So that's that. Now, here's the bowl. I'm not sure how well you can see in there, but look at that. There's lots of sediment in the bottom of this bowl. And you pour it out here. It doesn't appear, I thought there would be water in it, but it doesn't appear to have water. As I look at it through the bottom, I'd like to get you up here. See, it doesn't appear to have water in it, so that's good. Anyways, we pour that out there, and now that the fuel is poured out, have a look in there. So, you know, you spend a lot of time trying to keep your fuel clean. And this is what you miss. So that's why we have fuel filters. I'm going to clean this out as best I can, and we'll put her back in service with a clean filter. We should be good for another year. Doing maintenance, you know, on your gear can sometimes be a real pain. Especially if you're not set up to do it. And like, I'm no mechanic, that's for sure, but I've been around mechanics a lot. I worked as a maintenance electrician and a maintenance supervisor in an industrial shop, so I had lots of mechanics that I was responsible for. And you know, taking the time to do the job right, it's worth it. And it doesn't take a lot of mechanical knowledge to effect a good repair on your equipment. I always struggle, and even in my working life I always used to struggle. I would ask the mechanics, why are you replacing that bearing? How do you even know it's bad? And they would say, well, you know, we've done vibration analysis, for example. We've done vibration analysis, and that's telling us that it's going bad. And I think, oh geez, but it's a good bearing. Like, so, or if a gear is wore, how do you know that, you know, why are you replacing that gear? That gear costs a lot of money, why are you changing it? And they'd say, well, you know, like the symptoms show that it's wearing. Look, there's a little bit of wear here, a little bit of wear there, so change it. Well, I still struggle with that. I still try to keep things as long as I can, which is stupid. But anyway, that's what I do. Okay, so we have that cleaned out. I got my O-ring out of the oil. I didn't want to drop it in the oil, but as it turns out, it's good to lubricate the O-rings every now and then. So the filter goes in like that. The O-ring goes on top of the edge around there. We're going to put that back in the tractor now. So the filter clicks on here in the center post. Well, it doesn't click on there, it just sort of squeezes on. And then the sight glass and the locking ring come up from underneath. Just like that. And then we can tighten it up with these channel locks again. There. Okay, now I think we're ready. We turn the fuel on. And we're just going to let that bowl fill up. It'll take a while to fill up because the system is sort of airlocked right now. And I think to help it along, I'm going to turn the key on and get the fuel pump to run. Maybe that'll bring the fuel down into the bowl. We'll see. You can see it starting to run in there. See it filling up. Making all of a racket, but I think we got her filled with fuel, so that's good. So we're going to check down and see if it starts, and you'll know when it starts because of the noise it makes. But I put a little glow plug on her because she's chilly this morning. Dandy. Okay, another important maintenance task done on the tractor. Change the fuel filter. Not a lot to it. The hardest part was trying to get that locking ring off, and eventually we got that. A little bit of persistence. I'll check that again in about an hour to make sure it's not leaking, but I don't think it will because the O-ring was in good shape and the locking ring went on good, so we should be all set. And when we started up with the fuel pump, the fuel came through there, no problem at all. So we're good to go. Thanks for watching. Quick little video. Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed it. Click like if you did. Click subscribe if you haven't done so already. And you can tell your friends about this too. Maintenance tips on your tractor. Good videos to watch perhaps. Thanks for tuning in everybody. We'll talk to you soon.